So I want to go back to this idea. What does it mean to love only? This is, I believe next Sunday is March 1st, yes? Yeah, so this is our last Sunday, our last week of this theme. And I didn't want it to go by without really asking the question, and not just letting it be a theme that we did for a month, but asking us all to live it out loud. And what does that mean? So I'm going to ask you to start thinking about, what does it mean to love only? What would that feel like? And give me the next slide, Swan. So, two things. Love is the fundamental field of reality. So when you hear the word love, it can get very confusing, because we immediately go to emotional love, romantic love, love being compassionate, kindness, all of that. But from a scientific standpoint, and I'm going to use love in a scientific standpoint, which has no basis, but I'm going to use it anyway. All there is energy, right? Everybody's good with that, right? There's just a vibration of life going on everywhere. It's right here. It's in the middle of our beings. It's in your body. It's in your head. It's in your clothing. It's in the seat you're sitting in. It's energy. All energy is moving and expanding and growing and creating. That's what it is. We call that, Ernest Holmes called that love. He literally said that energy is love. That's what the universe does. It does nothing but love. That's it. When we teach this, we say, the universe always says yes to whatever you're saying, so be careful what you're telling it, because it's just going to say yes. You're going to tell it you're in fear, it's going to say yes, and here's some crap to be fearful about. I mean, that's how it works. So it's just energy, but I call it love. Love is the fundamental field of reality. So frankly, you are love. It's not that you have to love, you are love. And then there's a lot of things in the way of expressing who you genuinely, truthfully are. I like to say I have a washboard stomach with a load of laundry on it. So most of us are love. Could you just get that? Good. Most of us are love, but we have a lot of laundry on top of that washboard of perfection. So the next slide, Swan. Love is not merely an emotion, it is the fabric of the universe. So that's how I want to start today. I want to start with this concept that love is not something you do, it's something you are. Innately, unquestionably. What you do with it is another story. Just like your mind. You have a very powerful mind. It can accomplish, do, create anything. It just depends on what you do with it. And I love that Doug started us off, because if you understand the connection between the brain and the heart, and you find that coherence between the two, you're operating on all cylinders. You're not just thinking, or you're not just feeling, you have that marriage of the two, and now you are living from what I call love only. Does everybody get that? Make sense? Okay, next slide, Swan. So this is the title of my talk today. Love without conditions. And I want you to look at that slide. And, it's funny, Rachel, you're sitting back there with like this same picture on your chest. And certainly you know, as the father, what it's like to just lay there and look into your baby's eyes. That's love without conditions. When we have children, it's the easiest way to understand unconditional love. That day when they come out and they're just looking at you, those eyes that haven't seen anything yet except the inside of a belly, there's a moment, and I know how many people have experienced this with their children, okay? And those if you haven't, I'm sure there are other ways to explain this. But for this picture, that moment, it crushes everything. Everything goes away in that moment, right, Tiffany? You know. Everything goes away. That's love without conditions. There are no conditions that this child has to do in that moment to get my love. It's just unconditional. And frankly, goes for the remainder of that child's life. Certainly for me, and certainly for most people in this room, I would think, all of you. So, Next slide. Ernest Holmes said, love is the self-givingness of spirit through the desire of life to express itself in terms of creation. Now, we usually just use love is the self-givingness of spirit, right? But it's like not getting the whole thing. It's like when I had the Maya Angelou quote, when someone shows you who they are, believe it. But that's not the whole quote. It's just the quote I used forever. When someone shows you who they are, believe it. And my husband reminded me, he said, do you know what the whole quote is? When someone shows you who they are, believe it the first time. He was like, you tend to give them 20 shots. He said, believe it the first time and then see what happens. So this quote, love is the self-givingness of spirit through the desire of life to express itself in terms of creation. So love is you, the self-givingness of spirit, your self-givingness, that thing in you that wants to live and create and be, through the desire of life to express itself in terms of creation. The other part of you that is so clear is that you are constantly creating. Even if you're sitting still, even if you are not even thinking about it, you are creating. That's what life does. That's what energy does. That's what love does. Love is creative. So it is constantly creating through you. So I want to do something different today, something interesting and unique. And some of you may be like, oh, God. But do it anyway. Go ahead, next slide. We're going to do a breakout. And here's the question. What would it be like, what would it be to love without conditions? I'm going to talk about this when we come back. What would it be? Usually on Zoom, I can now just send you all to rooms that you have no choice. You just got to go. No, I think you can accept it. Yeah. So you can accept this or not. What would it be to love without conditions? I want to ask you that question. So find somebody in the room. Don't just turn to the person that you brought here. Just find somebody in the room, preferably somebody you don't know, and talk about this for a second. I'm going to give you like 5 minutes, okay? I know you're not used to this. You're used to just sitting here, but go find somebody and talk to them about what would it be like to love without conditions. No, not yet. That's coming. Yeah. Okay, now you guys at home. Good, you're good. You guys at home, I want you to just answer the question. If you're by yourself, just take a pencil or a pen and write it down. What would it be like to love without conditions? And what you could do is you could put it into the chat on YouTube, and Swan will be able to see what you're saying. Looking for someone? Join these guys. Can you let Mama join you? Ray, what are you doing? Go answer the question. Join it or talk to John about it. Robbie, what are you doing? Who are you waiting for? Oh, is he? No, Aaron's to the bathroom. Come on, John. I know you can answer this question. It's right in front of us. I mean, this is the answer. Hi, honey.
Of all the weeks to come.
It's good, right? Yeah, perfect. Thank you. I appreciate it. How are we doing?
Where do we get egos?
Yeah, we said, were we born with ego?
Yes, ego's good.
No, well, we're saying yourself, your personality.
That's right. It's not ego, it's personality.
Do you have to let go of that?
I don't, we'll get, oh, okay. How are we doing?
I was interested in what Helene was sharing with me because to me, here, what would it mean to love without conditions? It's the the entire existence of how I feel I function and how I've been
You do.
surrounding everybody of unconditional love.
She's very
Having-
conditional. No.
Having said that, no, I'm saying if this is the truth, then we can love unconditionally.
Yeah.
How does it reflect back to our surroundings?
Yeah. And how does it practically work? I love that you two are standing. Hey, Larry, take me out, please. Okay, everyone, go back to your places. Did Liza just walk in? Who was laughing like that? Oh my God, you sound just like Liza. I thought Liza had just showed up. Okay, everybody, we are back. Girls, if you would grab your microphones. So, everybody, who had. Okay, back to me. Okay, Carol, Merrill. Carol and Mindy have microphones. So, I'd just like to ask you, who had something come up that they would like to tell us what came up for them, what it meant to love without condition, unconditional love? Yes, Diana, over there. And Swan, can you still grab people when they, if you can, that'd be great. Go ahead, Diana.
Well, what comes up for me is all of a sudden being in the role of caregiver.
Yeah.
And I haven't been as unconditional in my caregiving as I could be. And so thank you for the challenge because it's right in front of me.
Yeah.
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 And it takes a lot. Thank you.
Who else? Yes, right here. Diana.
Well, this was interesting because I do realize that when I'm repelled by somebody or judgmental, that they're mirroring to me a quality in myself that I can't stand. And it really makes me not want to look at it, but I mean, to look at it and learn what I can from it.
Yeah.
My late husband dated 130 women before we met in a 2-year period.
Did he count them?
He did. He kept.
Wow.
He had a list with where they went to school and what their dog's name was, and in case he ever wanted to see them again. But anyway,
Well, that sounds unconditional.
I know he wrote a book called "Build a Better Spouse Trap." It was really good. Anyway, I'm
This is not your father, right, Lexi?
No, that's stepfather.
Okay, good.
Stepfather. But I love what he said about it. He said, people said, how can you just want to meet so many women? Don't you get tired of that? And he says, no, they're either the goal or the lesson. And
I like that.
I really loved because when I'm repelled by somebody, they're the lesson for me.
Yeah.
And I need to self-reflect.
And the idea of if someone affects you in such a way, we tend to judge them.
Uh-huh.
We tend to make it about them. And unconditional love would require that you need to follow through on that to see what is this really about, because I'm not going to withhold my love because of that. Yeah, that's great. He did a lot of work. He had a lot of lessons. Go ahead, Lexi.
Okay. Hi.
Hi.
You know what? I was one of the naysayers about the interactive thing. And one of the things I thought about was like, that is love without conditions, right? Like being in the moment, and whether you think you're going to love it or not, you do it anyway. And so,
Do you love it when I send you into a breakout room in BODS?
no, because that's the word today with Q-Bods is no. So I get to
Today is
say-
no, yes. But it's KNOW
Oh, okay.
/ no. Know what you're saying no to.
Yes.
Yes. That's
It's
good.
always valuable.
That's good. Okay. Yes, right here. This is great. I love hearing things from people.
I shared with our group that when I have difficulty loving somebody, maybe somebody that's really mean and doing really bad things, I picture them as a 2 or 3-year-old child. And I can't, it's easy to love that little child and know, who knows what they went through with
And you
their family.
Virginia, there's a truth to that. And it's not just about picturing them as a 2-year-old child, because that works. I remember as an actor, people were like, if you get nervous, just imagine everybody naked. And I was like, that makes me more nervous. Yeah. But think about it. Yeah. But thinking of someone as a 2-year-old child means you're going to their innocence. It means you're going to their innate self, their authentic self, irregardless of what they've done with that, which is actually what love without conditions means. Take away the behavior, and you're left with the God self, the true self. Now, that doesn't mean you ignore the behavior, or that you agree with the behavior, or that you even allow it in your life. It's very interesting. My whole thing of highest and furthest, unconditional love, highest and furthest, but I mean the furthest part. I will hold you to your highest and know who you are, but if your behavior is something that does not work in my life, then you get away. I don't need to entertain that. But I don't need to judge it, get angry about it, be in a relationship with it. It's just highest and furthest, and stay on the highest part. Yeah. Anybody else? Sue Ellen. Oh, hold on, you need a microphone so they can hear you online. And Swan, do you have anything from YouTube?
Dr. Liza says, love without condition looks like radical courage.
Oh, I like that. We can hear you. just so you know. Oh, they can't hear you online. Well, they can see it online. They're all online. Go ahead.
When I either do my walk or my hike about 3 miles every day, anyone who goes by me or has their doggy and walks by me, and sometimes they have their earphones on or they're looking at the ground just without earphones, I always send love and say good morning or good evening, and it's just fine. If they don't look up, don't say anything, and don't go right past me and don't even know I'm there, it's okay. I'm just sending love, and it goes out to the universe. And
Yeah, that's
it feels
beautiful.
Good. Yeah.
That's beautiful. Okay, give me my next slide. Swan, thank you, ladies. Separation is an appearance, not ultimate reality. So when I'm talking about love only, I'm talking about being in this unified world, this of oneness, where you do not feel separate from anyone. How hard do you think that is? You don't feel separate from anyone. No one. You can't put them over there, because they're not over there, they're right here. That's oneness. And that is our biggest issue. We believe there's them and us. And with that, there is conditional love. Go ahead, Swan. Swan. Thank you. So I want to talk about relationships for a minute. Conditional love says, I love you if you validate my identity. Yes? Have you all been there with your boyfriends and girlfriends and lovers and such? Yeah. I love you if you validate my identity. And here's the thing. and the other one, right? I love you if you mirror my expectations. And here's the thing, you don't even know you're doing it. You don't. You don't know you're doing it. Because if I love you if you validate my identity, you don't notice that they're validating your identity. You just feel good. What do you notice? You notice when they stop validating your identity. You notice when they stop mirroring your expectations. And then the relationship is either in trouble or, like Diana's ex-husband, late husband, you learn a lesson. You start to understand what it means. Do I need you to validate my identity? And if I do, that's my issue, not your issue. I set this up. Do I need you to mirror my expectations? Well, if I do, that's my problem. I set that up, not you. So unconditional love in these situations feels very difficult to do because we don't realize some of the things we have set up for ourselves that make the relationship work. So I want you to just think about that. And most of what I'm talking about today are ways for you to get past what needs to be gone past in order to love without condition. So I just want you to think about this. Are you in relationships primarily to be validated? Are you in relationships because this person and my mind expectations mirror one another? And how will that? What if you're with someone that has nothing to do with you in so many ways, but there's just something there, the heart self? Many couples are not joined at the hip and do everything together. I'm sure many of you know that. So next slide. So in metaphysics, this is very simple. Thought creates form, emotion energizes thought, and love is the highest organizing frequency. So I always talk about how your core beliefs are back here and you believe what you believe, which causes you to think the way you think. You think the thoughts you think because you believe what you believe. And then when you think the thoughts you think, those thoughts create feelings inside of you. And now you are feeling based on your thoughts, based on your beliefs. And then once you're feeling, many of us emote and let those emotions out. And we tell you how we're feeling. And mostly it's your fault that we're feeling this way. But it's not. It's not your fault that I'm feeling this way. It's my beliefs. I set it up. So this is very simple. If you live your life from this understanding that your beliefs are what's causing every aspect of your life to unfold, you don't have to love with conditions because it's unconditional in terms of the energy, as it says here. Love is the highest organizing frequency. If you managed in your belief system to curate an understanding of love from this oneness factor, that I am one with everything in the universe, if I can come from that, live from that, I'm going to have a lot less problems. I'm going to have much better thoughts. My thoughts are going to create much more, as Doug said, serene and beautiful feelings. And my emotions are not going to be needed to be used as weapons because I don't need them anymore as weapons. Next slide. So the observer effect. We were talking about presents in Palm Springs last week, gifts for Valentine's Day. And how many people know what the observer effect is? Okay, so for those of you that don't, the observer effect in quantum physics is that which is observed expands. That which we look at expands. And in fact, in quantum physics, it'll tell you until you observe it, it's not doing anything. It's the pure potentiality. And it takes your observation in order to turn it into something. Creative mind, creative thought, the creative process. My conscious mind thinks, and the law takes that thought and creates something, the observer effect. Wouldn't that be the most wonderful Valentine's Day gift to give to someone that's very special to you if you only observed them from a state of love? Nothing else. You didn't judge them. You didn't criticize them. You didn't notice things about them that you wish were different. Anybody? Yeah. So the observer effect becomes the greatest Valentine's Day gift you could ever give. In fact, it's the greatest gift you could ever give. Because if you're willing to only see, if I'm willing to only see Lisa Carey as the brilliant, beautiful, kind, giving, compassionate woman she is. Totally. Well, that is all I see when I see Lisa Carey. So, right? If that's all you're ever going to get from me, wouldn't you like to be in relationship with me? Yeah, and you are. So that's the deal. That's what we have the capacity to do. Because every time you move in the other direction, that's the vibration you're sending out. And then it's not about them. You need to back that up to find out where's the belief causing my reaction to be this. It's a great way to get rid of buttons. How many of you still have buttons that get pushed? It's a great way to get rid of triggers. Get rid of those triggers, right? Okay, next. So Mother Teresa said, love is not patronizing, and charity isn't about pity. It's about love. Charity and love are the same. With charity, you give love. So don't just give money, but reach out your hand instead. So love is this energy that you are here to give, to exert, to put into the universe. Next slide. Rumi, your task is not to seek for love, but merely to seek and find all the barriers within yourself that you have built against it. This emotionalizes me. It makes me feel something, and I have to go back. When I do that, I go back and go, why does this always bring a lump in my throat? Clearly, I have some barriers within myself that I'm still working on. And I invite you to join me in that work. Find out, where are you holding back? Why are you holding back? You know when you're holding back. But why are you holding back? It's all in your beliefs. Somewhere in there, something is in there stopping you from just living a condition-free existence of love. Next one, next Rumi quote. Love is the bridge between you and everything. Your entire life is an exhibit of what love is doing through you. Look at your life, you'll know. Look at the people in your life and notice, are they part of this unconditional outpour of love? Or is there something holding you back? Next slide. So love without conditions is not something we give. It is what remains when the illusion of separation dissolves. So that's really what today has been about, and this whole month has been about, in terms of love only. It's getting to that place inside ourselves where we recognize that I am one with everything and everyone and everything that's going on, whether we like it or not. What do you do about that? That's up to you. But pay attention. Whatever you are doing, is the doing taking you out of love only, or is the doing a part of love only? Only you are going to know that. Namaste. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.